So while I remember, we're going to want to go over and grab that snare. The reason is there might be a rabbit in there, hopefully. And then we should be able to find our way over to the main lake. This area is quite easy to navigate. I've survived it quite a lot. So that okay, so our pack is actually quite heavy. We're 24 out of 30, which is fine for now, but as we get more tired, our weight will go down, and if you're carrying too much, that's really not a good thing, which is why in this playthrough, we really want to try and consume as much of our inventory and really keep it efficient. It doesn't look like anything's been caught. It's fine. I doubt we're going to come back here though, so we're going to pick up the snare. Hopefully we don't encounter any wolves. It would be fine to encounter like a wolf. Oh yeah, we're really getting cold, so we're going to want to stop off soon. But for now, we have enough meat on us. If we could kill it, that'd be fine. But taking damage from a wolf is not good because it causes all kinds of problems. And if you get an infection, you don't have any antibiotics, you can really get fucked over. So we're going to want to head up here. We are getting very, very, very cold. As you can see, it's minus 11. That's probably because the wind's blowing. So we're going to want to get out of the wind's way as soon as possible. But obviously we needed to head out as soon as possible because there was not many more resources we could have taken from that place. You also want to be careful when running down hills, because you can actually sprain your ankle and that can fuck you over. Right, so if we could actually kill this thing, that would be great. Oh, what the fuck. Bullets are vital in this game, so wasting them is not a good idea. Right, we're actually unfortunately going to have to leave that because it's way too cold to stand out here. And we don't want to be fucking around by running around trying to capture it for too long. That's the main thing. Like, if you're out in the open in the cold trying to harvest stuff, you're really going to die quickly. Right, so this shelter is actually so look, as you can see now, it says not minus 11, minus 9 rather. So when we go in here, that should change because we'll be out of the wind. Yeah, no, oh no, not quite. Right, it says the wood, that's good. There's actually a hatchet. Do we have any tinder? No, so we can't start a fire. That's not good at all. Where I got it, so the wind, maybe they've I seem to remember that's been a big factor before, like the wind cold and the actual cold. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've taken it out. I don't know. So we're gonna want as many sticks as possible. They don't take time to harvest really, so they're really quite valuable. Then we're gonna want to head on off. We're really cold, and we're getting quite tired. So we're gonna want to head off, find some shelter really quickly. Where we don't have any tinder, that's a problem because we could have stayed in that little mini shelter there, but we don't have any tinder. I'm quite keen to see what the new snow shelter is about. That looks really cool. But obviously, you can survive outside in the wild, but you need a fire and need to be out of the wind. So that's something we can't do right now. There we go. So I know where we are. I believe there's a cabin over there. That's really good. We can go there, take all the resources. There is actually some supplies over there in that crashed train, but there's also pretty much always a wolf there, and we've already wasted one bullet. I don't really know how to check how many we still have. I want to say like 2. So we're just going to want to head out as soon as possible. As you can see, our condition is deteriorating. We've gone from 100 to 97, which isn't a bad thing, but the further you go down, the quicker you will continue to deteriorate. And once you reach 0, obviously you are most likely going to die. So there should be a cabin right along around the corner here. Yep, there it is, and that's really going to help us out for the moment. Hopefully there needs to be a tinder in there. If there isn't, we're fucked. So we're going to go in there. Hopefully it'll be warm enough so we won't have to waste any tinder we do find a fire. We can then head out, circle the lake, grab all the supplies we can, head off down the train cart, reach the dam over there, and then head off out into a new area. Cool. So we have a line. We could do some fishing with that. Fishing's actually a really good way to gain food in this, like reliably, because you can continually fish. So we really want to check every nook and cranny. We do now actually have a hatchet, which means we should be able to break down chairs and stuff, which means we can get cloth yeah, easier, which is always good. Light fluid, accelerant, books, whetstone. Obviously, like I said, we're going to want to try to keep our backpack as light as possible. Sewing kit, that's going to be good for repairing our gear. I think we already have a lantern, but we'll take it. We'll do a little bit of inventory management in a minute. Coffee, can opener. Again, we'll have to do some more inventory management because I think we already have some of these supplies. Well, there's a bit of cloth on the floor, but I was wrong. So let's head up. Ooh. He does not look like he's been doing well recently. Cool. Is there anything? Can we? No, we can't actually search that. Shelves, nothing there. Drawers. That's good. Hopefully that's better than what we have already. Anything we can use to fight the cold. Anything we can use to fight the cold is really going to help us out. Book. Is there anything in the crates? Doesn't appear so. We'll try in here. Newspaper. We need some tinder. Come on, tinder, 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 tinder. No, that's not good. Do we have anything we can start a fire with? Ah, the newspaper acts as tinder. So we have 2 chances to light fire. That's good. Really, losing that, failing to start that fire twice in the start of the playthrough really fucks over. So as you can see, we're not actually gaining any heat, so we are going to want to start a fire. We'll use the accelerant just so we don't waste it this time. I don't know if there's anything useful we can do with it, though. We have plenty of water, so I guess we'll just cook the meat. And we can also get rid of some of our fire, so add fuel. Add fuel. Get rid of that. Cool. And the meat will actually be alright. It's getting moldy. If we cook this and then the meat. As you can see, so we're not as numb anymore. We are losing. I don't know how energy, I guess. Right. Yeah, the reason you want to eat straight away is because it will go to cold very quickly. So let's just cook one of these and see if how much it boosts the condition by. They will then get a couple hours sleep and then go head out. Right, so made it fresh. And then boosted it to 100. Alright, cool. Do we actually need to eat it now? I don't know. We'll drink this though, because that'll boost both our hunger and that. We should have really waited until after we took a nap, but it's fine. If we just do one, like do a quick power nap, just to really get a little bit of energy in us. We'll head out, circle the lake. We want to constantly keep moving. So we're tired, but we're on 97%. That's good. We want to check our clothes as well. Is that better than what we had? No. That's not better than what we had either. I don't know how you actually repair it. I thought you needed some kind of repair bench, but apparently not. So I want to do that very soon, but as I said, we're going to want to wait until... let's get 1 more hour of sleep. We're going to want to wait until we find better gear, so we don't waste our resources repairing it. 7 hours of daylight, 6 hours of daylight, and then we should be really warm. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we're in a good condition to head out. What do we get from this? 6 cloth and 45. Okay, we'll do that because we really need the supplies from it. Alright, cool. So we have a couple hours of daylight. The main concern now is, however, is that our carry weight is too high. It's only going to get worse as we get more tired. Or tireder, I guess. Not really sure how to frame that in a sentence properly. So this would be the great place to spend the night, but we do want to keep constantly moving. So we are going to head out and around the fishing lake because there are a bunch of houses over there we can stop by, and we do want to grab the resources as soon as possible. Now there is a wolf over there. So if we could avoid it, that'd be great. 4 hours of daylight left. That's fine. We should have enough wood to be able to comfortably spend a night in the cabin with a fire going. We do need the meat. I mean, we're okay. We're okay for food. Is there a way to check how much ammo I have? It's damaged. Yeah. We're really gonna want to. I don't know if there are really workstations in the game. I don't think so. We could go for it. I think it's a bit too risky at the moment with the condition we're in. So we're gonna want to use up all our energy running because, as you can see, oh fuck me. As you can see, we're getting really tired, and when we get too tired, we won't be able to run regardless. So you can see there's a little shack over there. There's shacks here. Some of them have doors, some don't, which means some of them they're good to spend the night in, but some aren't. Is that a deer over there? There's two. Only got 4 hours of daylight left. We are going to want to keep moving. 3 deers. 4 deers. Christ. The wolf's still over there. I do want to actually quickly go in here and see what's in here. I think there might actually be a body over there we can quickly grab. Christ. Part of me wishes Rust was actually like this, wait. Well, I mean, say for example you would it would be like this, but then with also the threat of dying, it would be good and bad. Right. We don't really want to pick up the wood because it's going to be too heavy. Line in case we ever want to fish. That would be a good thing to do, spend the night in one of these and then just fish all the way through it. But obviously you want to make sure you get one with a door. We'll take the wood because we're already quite over encumbered. And then we'll head straight back to one of the shacks over there. Hopefully they'll be warm enough for us. Got to keep tabs on that wolf. Right, is there a body over here? There we go. There's one with a door. Okay, so hopefully this guy had something good on him. Dog food. Tinder plug. I think that was dog food at least. You can actually get bears in this game. Okay, a few times I did play this, I would always see one over there. Right, so it's going to be quite a long walk from here to over there. There are some houses there. One thing that is cool about the game is that it's random which houses are burned down and which aren't. So you can get really lucky and have like next to none of them burned down, but you can also get really unlucky and have all of them burned down. So it does add an element of replayability and randomness to the game, which I do like. Nothing useful, really. We could just head over for that cabin there. And then in the morning we could circle back down that way, back to the main place. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. Does mean we're going to want to come over here and grab this though. Still got 4 hours of daylight. Really tired, really thirsty, so we're not in the best condition right now. But that's fine, because we should have enough in us to actually make it to nighttime. Right now we just want to make sure we focus on grabbing as many resources as possible, and then we can sort it out later. Hopefully there's something good in here. We're spending quite a lot of, going really far out of our way to get to it. The dam as well is going to be something very interesting to stop by, because it's potentially has a lot of resources, but it's guaranteed to have a wolf in it. So you want to make sure you have a flare to keep it at bay. Then you throw the flare on the floor, pull out your gun. If you don't have a gun, you're pretty fucked really. Which is why it's really lucky we found this one. But we want to make sure we don't waste any more ammo like we did before. That was really not a good move. There we go. Speaking of which, round. Okay, wood, cupboard. We're really going to be over encumbered. Really don't want. I don't want to look at my weight, but 34 over. Oh my god, we're over twice the carry weight. That's really not very good. Right, so we're going to probably want to spend the night in here, and then we'll circle around in the morning. I think this. Hopefully this. Yeah, they see we're two. So we're 2 over encumbered now to actually be able to run in the first place. And you see from the X, the top right. So we're going to spend the night in here. We got 3 hours of daylight, but obviously it's going to get much colder. It's -5 at the moment with our gear on. which isn't actually too bad. -5 in comparison really isn't that bad. I know with like storms and stuff, you can get it can get so cold, especially with the wind. If you're out in the open with no source of heat, like a light or anything, you can get -20, -30, and specifically since it's like a blizzard, you can't see. You can really get you can just freeze to death really quick, especially if you get lost. Because like right now it's clear, kind of, apart from the fog, you can see where you're going. But if you're stuck in a blizzard and you don't know where you're going, you can very easily get lost, and well, then you're fucked. Fuck. Okay, so one thing I didn't plan for is I thought there'd be a place near to start a fire. There isn't. So we might want to move on. So we're currently exhausted. There's only 1 hour of daylight. Unfortunately, we are just going to have to spend the night here. And hope we don't freeze to death. So if we very quickly eat something and then drink. Tin of coffee. Oh, so you can actually use that for a hot meal. That's good. Use that and then we eat that one as well. You'd never want to go to sleep on an empty stomach, 'cause that's a really quick way to die. Then with drinks, we're not going to dehydrate to death. Or get dehydrated to the point of death. And then if we sleep for what? We'll say 6 hours. We'll see how it is then. Then we can head out, circle back to the camp, head over to the dam, and we should be in a good condition to move on to the next area. Obviously, in this playthrough, I'm really rushing through it. Normally, you would take things really slow, make sure you had enough resources before you move on, and I'm just kind of like rushing through it, which may get us killed, but we'll see how far we can get first. Right, so we're tired, we're thirsty, and we're hungry. And we've still got 6 hours of darkness, so I'm going to give us an extra 4 hours sleep. We're probably going to wake up like to the point of like near death. We should be right. 100%, not bad. So we're parched and we're hungry, but we are well rested. We've still got 2 hours of darkness left, so I'm going to take another risk and give it another 2. Which I think means we've just slept for like 12 hours straight. But that's fine, really. If you think about like how many calories you would spend in one day, like when you're like literally doing everything you do is like a fight to survive. Like when you're in the cold and you have to, your body has to generate more heat to keep you alive, you really go through those calories. Not that I'm speaking of experience before anyone tries to call me out. Right, so we'll eat this because it's heavy and it'll give us a lot of calories. And then we'll drink this. We're going to have to make some more water very soon. As you can see, we've already gone down from 5 litres to 2.8. And that's about to go down further. Yes, we've already gone through half our water supply. So we're still over the maximum. So we're going to want to do some inventory management real quick. If we eat... I'm pretty sure you can heat it up, but fuck it. Cool. So we're going to want to drop some stuff. There isn't actually a way to empty the fuel. So we're just going to... Which one's in the better condition? That one. So we're going to want to harvest it, really. Because it's weighs too much. Okay, and then if we go to our tools... Where's our gun? We have 4 bullets, right? And we got actions. If we clean it, will that raise the condition? 3%. But I guess it's better than nothing. So what condition it's on? If we give it another clean. I don't actually know what we're just using the cleaning kit, but we don't want the gun to break on us. We want it to be in quite good condition. That's fine. Then we don't need 2 knives, so we're going to want to harvest this. We're really trying to make our pack as light as possible. So as long as we make sure we maintain 1 set of everything, we should be fine. So we sharpen that. So our gun is still only 34%. We make sure we... I don't know how much weight we're going to knock off, but hopefully it's quite a lot. We're not going to want to get rid of our wood just yet, because we're going to need it to make a fire so we can melt loads of water. If we can go kill one of those deers, that would be great. Is there anything else? Where's all this weight coming from then? Oh. Is that 1.7 in total? 1% each? I think that's 1.7 in total, so that's fine. That's where a lot of the weight's coming from. Can we actually repair it? So we'll have to do, if we harvest this, that should get rid of the carry weight for that. Really using a lot of our valuable daylight time, but this has to be done. So we're walking around constantly over encumbered. It's not going to go well for us. And then we should be able to repair these and get rid of a cloth each time, which will mean we're getting rid of weight. We're getting rid of saving weight by getting rid of the cloth. So hopefully we'll be quite a significant amount lighter. So repair this, repair the boots, then head out. I haven't looked at how much our carry weight is yet, but hopefully it's significantly better. Oh, no, where? Can't repair it. We need leather. Ah, fuck. We're still over.